Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be going over the best ways to gain snowflakes and how to progress in the winter event for 2021. So I've actually been playing Dragon Adventures for a week or two and I've really liked it. I played it a while ago but I never got into it until now, but I'm having a lot of fun. Today we're going to be talking about the winter eggs and how to gain a whole bunch of snowflakes, and I'm also going to go over some of the penguin locations for the penguin minigame. So the first way to get snowflakes, which I'd recommend for quick rounds, is doing this little game. I like coming up here first and you grab a present and you have to take it to the color of chimney that it says to take it to. This is a team-based game and you get more and you get a bigger reward the faster you and your team can complete the mission. The rewards from this ranges from 25 to like 100 snowflakes, and sometimes you can even get an egg. I think it is a very small chance, but I've gotten one before. I'd recommend using a smaller dragon or one that can fly relatively fast, so that way you don't get stuck on things and you can get around quicker. So the rewards that I see for right here, we get 30 snowflakes. So that is one option. The next mini game that I would really suggest is doing this Cold War one here. It has a 15-minute cooldown from when you start it. So once you start it, it's going to give you a world to go into, and I'm going to go over some of the locations and some tips if I don't know all the locations for that world. So I know the missions sometimes are in the Origins or the Undercity, but I have not personally gotten them there. I don't know any of the locations for these two worlds, but one quick tip is to search high and low and make sure you have your volume up so you can hear it. And the louder the penguin is and the more often it squeaks or whatever, it tells you that it's closer. So here I found that the penguins have a good chance of spawning in this little area up here in some of these little mini towns. So either in this one or in that one, or pretty much anyone that's floating. Another good spot is near this cave here. It'll have purple stones and these little ferns. The penguin will spawn in this little cave and it'll be near these trees. I'm not exactly sure where the exact spot is, but it does spawn there too. That's all the spots I know for this world, so let's move on to the next one. Just a disclaimer, this is not all the spots, this is just the ones that I know, and hopefully these can help you finding the penguin. So in jungle here, I've seen it spawn right here on this ledge right next to spawn a couple times, so I know it does spawn there. I know it also spawns around this little ring here. I'm not exactly sure where I found it one time, but I know it does spawn near the main village. I've had some other people tell me that it also spawns up here in these islands, so you could also check there as well. And ooh, I found an egg. Speaking of eggs, I'm also going to be giving away some in my Discord server. I have a bunch that I've collected from various missions that I'm going to be giving away shortly after I post this video. So make sure you check the link in the description for a chance to win some of them. Alright, in Volcano, it's definitely in a couple places near spawn. It can spawn right here in this corner. It will also spawn right here behind this pillar next to this lava meteor thing. I know they do spawn farther out, but I don't think they spawn on top of any volcano tops or the really tall floating islands up here. Oh, and one more spot is up here by this nest. It'll spawn right out there. One tip, if you cannot find the penguin, make sure you fly low to the ground above all of the plateaus and everything so you can find it. I think Volcano is a harder world if it's not in one of those spots. So another location where this penguin can spawn is in this ice lake over here. Spawn is right there. The penguin will appear on the edge of this lake right here by this nest. Another spot will be right around here, and it will spawn next to one of these circular domes. I can't exactly remember which one it was, but I know they do spawn here too. So I've never had the task ask me for the ocean world, but I know it does spawn lower to the ground. I'm not sure if it spawns higher, but that's just what I've heard from other people. So desert, I think, is one of the easiest worlds to find the penguin. It spawns in some of these cactuses over here. It also can spawn right on top of these little pillars. And most common, it will spawn around this little lake and in a pot or something like that over here. Generally, I feel like the penguin doesn't really spawn anywhere besides this little area here in the desert world, so it should be relatively easy to find it. On to Fantasy World, the only spot I know of at the moment is this little dock right here. It will spawn on the very corner here. Don't know any other locations at the moment, but that should get you started. And going on to Wasteland, if you just go right up here to this tower, I know the penguin has a chance to spawn on this throne, the chair here, and it also can spawn right down here next to this flame. That's where I found it recently, is right here next to this flame. I know it does spawn around this crater, and it is a little bit hard to find it if it does end up there. I'm not exactly sure where I found it there before, but hopefully you should be able to find it. And lastly, I have Prehistoric World. I haven't quite unlocked this yet, but I've never had the quest call for Prehistoric World, so you shouldn't have to worry about that too much. Yeah, so long as you have a lot of the worlds unlocked, you should be able to do most of the quests and get a lot of snowflakes. So we're gonna head back to the Winter Wonderland world, and we're gonna talk about the new event creatures. So this is the new creature. It's called Scriffy. This particular one I used the Christmas potion on, and this one is the coal preset potion from the winter shop. I think it has decent damage for its level, depending on its level, and I think it has a decent fly speed. Plus, I really love the design of it. I think it's cute that it looks like a snowflake. So in the shop, you have themes, you have potions that do different things, and you have the Winter 2021 egg for 400 snowflakes. Alright, so purchasing the egg. So in the egg, as you can see, with the Lucky Egg Game Pass, you have a 15% chance for Scriffy, a 83% chance for Howler, and a 2% chance for Tosknir. Tosknir is the main prize of the Christmas event. You can only hatch one per account, but it is well worth it. Though I have gotten some Howlers, I do have a good amount of Scriffies as well, and I will be giving away at least one of them in my Discord server, so make sure you go down there and check it out. Lastly, before we end the video, I'm going to do the Cold War Penguin quest to give you an example on how to do it. So the world it asks for is the jungle world, so we're going to fly over here and head there. So I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but my breakdown of the event is to do the Cold War Penguin quest, and while you're waiting for that to recharge, make sure you do the missions for the Season Verdict Dragon, and also do the Santa's Helpers minigame while you're waiting. So the closer you are to the penguin, it's going to quack more. So I hear the quacking already. You just kind of move closer to where it is, and here it is, right here. There we go. And it has a chance to give you an egg and snowflakes, but it looks like for now I just got snowflakes. The minimum you can get is 200. You can also get 300 and an egg, and that is really worth it to me. Well, that's pretty much all I have to show for right now. Make sure you like and subscribe for more content, and make sure you check out the giveaways. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.